Bonesworth, what you making? Ah, cookies. Is that a chalk outline? You're strange. Just as Bonesworth here is using tools to make the perfect cookies, forensic scientists can use everyday items in unexpected ways to solve mysteries. So grab your apron, set the oven to 350 because today we're blending up some facts and serving a fresh perspective. Hello everyone and welcome to a very special episode of The Science Detective. Today we're transforming the kitchen into a lab and showing some of the common kitchen items that can serve on a crime scene. Our first kitchen item is aluminum foil. Imagine that you rescue a kidnapped victim, heroically peeling duct tape off their mouth. Heroically. But the unknown bad guy has escaped and you want to try and develop fingerprints from the sticky side of tape. At a crime scene, securing fingerprints from tape can be kind of tricky due to the adhesive. That's where aluminum foil comes into play. See, because of the type of texture that aluminum foil is, we can use aluminum foil to protect the sticky side of tape, just like this. Aluminum foil can protect these prints by preventing them from sticking to other surfaces and keeping them ready for detailed analysis in the lab. Once collected, the package is stored within a freezer until the examiner is ready to process the tape for fingerprints. How I typically do this is I take my nice little aluminum foil package with the tape, and then I do some crime scene origami, and I fold it just like this. Then I write my case number and my item number on here. It can go in my evidence bag and that can go in the freezer until I'm ready to actually process the sticky side for fingerprints. And we'll do another episode on how we do that. But that is how we can use aluminum foil to protect fingerprints. Precision is key in forensic science, especially when casting impressions at a crime scene. Measuring cups allow us to mix amounts of materials like plaster or dental stone, which can be used to capture detailed impressions of footwear or tire impressions. Accurate mixing allows us to ensure that we're capturing the finest detail necessary for analysis, helping investigators match impressions at scenes to specific shoes and tires. See? Measuring things, super important. Just like baking, it's important to know how much of each ingredient we're putting into the mixture so that we can cast the best impression. A meat thermometer isn't just for making the perfect steak. In forensic pathology, determining the time of death is crucial. Thermometers can help us measure the temperature of a body and even the temperature of maggot masses, which can be used to estimate how long a person may have been deceased. This is called the post-mortem interval, and temperature is just one way that we can kind of gauge that post-mortem interval, or the time since death. Typically, when I'm on a death scene, what we do is we use the axillary. So we take a meat thermometer and we're going to put it in between typically the left axillary, which is under the armpit, and we're taking that as a gauge of core temperature. We're not actually stabbing a body when taking the temperature that way. It's just a gauge and it gives us an approximation. When it comes to maggot masses, it can be an important factor to determine what the temperature of that particular mass of maggots is in terms of understanding the stage and cycle of life within forensic entomology. See, forensic entomology is the study of insects at a crime scene, and this can provide vital information about the post-mortem interval based off of the life stages of those insects found around the body, including understanding the temperature of those maggots. And speaking of bugs, plastic containers are an excellent way for collecting live specimens and transporting them to a forensic entomologist. So what I was always trained to do was you collect your maggot mass, you put your maggots inside a plastic container with a little bit of bologna or some kind of food to keep them alive, and then you're also going to preserve a preserved sample of some dead ones. And so yeah, plastic container can totally help us do that. Such samples can be crucial for determining the timeline of a crime, especially in an outdoor or decomposed scene. And while we're speaking about decomposed scenes, believe it or not, a crockpot can be a valuable tool for forensic anthropologists and pathologists. Used for defleshing bones, this slow-cooking method helps clean skeletal remains without damaging them, allowing for further analysis. This process is essential for examining bone structure and identifying potential trauma or tool marks that can be linked to a crime. It's kind of like a forensic science pot roast. From aluminum foil to crockpots, the tools we use in our everyday life that you probably have in your home have unique applications in forensic science. If you found today's video interesting, then let Bonesworth and I know by commenting down below and hitting that like button. It really does encourage us. Consider joining our forensic fandom and subscribing for more fun crime science content. Today's episode was actually inspired by one of our viewers, Claire, so thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you, truly. Thank you for taking a bite out of crime with us today. I'm Detective Zack. This is Chef Bonesworth, and until next time, stay curious. Now, where are those cookies?